All right, we are recording. Wonderful. So I switched to the webcam on my laptop because the phone is uploading the video on the correct way to have sex. I encourage everyone to watch that video, and I really do hope you gain some insight and clarity on that. It will be up soon, or at least before the end of this video is even recorded, so you should see it somewhere above or below this one, right? But first of all, good morning. Happy Monday or Moon Day. Yeah, it's Monday. With everything going on, sometimes it's hard to keep track of the days of the week. It seems like we're all in just one giant episode of Black Mirror. But that's not the point of today's video, right? So, what we're doing today is I did promise in the introduction video that this is going to be a page dedicated to an occult masterclass, so to speak. Basic techniques and practices for advanced and beginner occultists and practitioners, mages, witches, however you like to identify yourself as a person who studies and practices the occult. Now, so today, like I said, as I promised, I was going to be uploading some simple spells, especially during this eclipse time. And this is a great one to use because, as I mentioned in the eclipse video, 23 minutes long, but watch it, you're going to get some good insights. So go ahead and check that out. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if anything resonates with you personally, or if you found use of any of my videos. Please feel free to share. So we're going to do cover some basic spell today that I call AIRMAIL. But before we get that, I'm going to get back to my point about this being an open portal during these eclipses. So the universe is listening, and more now than any other time, perhaps. So you want to be able to get your intentions out there in the universe, so you can have then set a intention come back to you and manifest magically, right? Now, um, so we all know about bay leaf wishes, right? It's bay leaf here. I got a full one. We know that you can. It is said that the magic of the bay leaf, besides the wonderful flavor you get from cooking, especially in Mexican so the magic of the bay leaf is that you can inscribe a sigil or a petition or a wish on the bay leaf, and then you burn it. That is then sent up into the atmosphere and the smoke in the universe, and then you get your blessing that way. But let's take it a bit further, right? Not everyone has bay leaf. Not everyone can go out to the store and get a bay leaf. It might not be in stock, or maybe you just want to be able to do something quick and easy, right? Without having to run to the cabinet or to the store. So we're going to put this aside. We're going to use it later. We're going to go through other techniques into empowering an intention into a Bailey, but it'll pretty much be the same as using a simple piece of paper, right? So what we're going to do here is, now the first time I did this spell was a few years ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the same person I was then, and so I did it for some or naughty reasons. My shadow side was showing its face a lot more than I was feeding that wolf then. But no shame because we all have to walk our path and accept every inch of it, right? But I digress. Anyway, let's get this. I'm going to cut because I'm sitting here and I don't want to get up. So we're going to take off the frayed edge of that. I would make it a perfect square, but I'm not going to bore you with me folding paper into a perfect square, right? I call it airmail because this is a simple sheet of paper. So if we're going to write a letter to universe or a person, the first time I did this, I was trying to get the attention of someone who was ignoring me and or ghosting me, I should say. Trying to get their attention and they wouldn't answer the phone, or maybe they couldn't, maybe they were whatever. But I really wanted this person's attention for obvious reasons. And needless to say, it worked. So what I did was I took this, right, word letter, and I'm just going to write something basic here, like we're not even going to go with people. We're going to go with, um, let's see here. I evoke the most pure abundance and wealth and bounty from within my being, right? So let's see. I'm gonna write that here, right? Because we know the difference between evoke comes from within and invoke comes from without, right? Yeah. Let's see here. Abundance, bounty, harvest of wealth, health, inner balance. That's important. Peace, focus, and most importantly, the self fortitude to consistently manifest my goals and achieve my yes. And you can get very specific in here. You can put a time frame or something like that in here when you want it. Um, I like to. It's always great to be specific on what you want, especially with crafting magic, and of course the trash truck will run by this time. Please ignore that noise. So it's always great to be consistent. To be specific about your goals, of course, but you have to be flexible with the time. Not everything's going to happen right away. In this case, it happened that day. So that being said, yeah, honestly, this is magic. This, if it ain't for you, it ain't gonna come. If it is for you, it's gonna be there. Um, or so you might get it, and you might realize that it really wasn't for you when you got it. Sometimes it takes us to go through that, right? So, but anyway, and also beyond words, write your little sigils in here. Let's see here. I have some of my made up sigils that I'm not going to show you because those are mine and you can make your own. We'll go over that later in symbolism, right? Let's see here, some other things. And some my cup overfloweth sigil right here that I created a few weeks ago. The self fortitude, the mental clarity of the eye, and that is an alarm. Alright, dismiss that. Excuse me for the interruption. Play alarm, thank you. Alright, so mental clarity and focus. Got that in there. So yeah, you put your sigils in here, right? Then you put like a little, maybe some first, so say I, so motive be it. There's Allah, Ashe, Aki, Amen. Alright, so I put that in there. And then what I do is I take this paper, right? And the reason why it's called AIRMAIL, I'm kind of blanking on how to create one of these now. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. And, I'm pretty sure you can guess where I'm going with this. Well, I have not done this ever. Alright, this in here. And even the way I'm folding it is all in the symbolism. Everything you do in magic is an act of symbolism. And like it's really the symbolism of it that really, brings the energy of what you want. And I call this airmail one because I'm writing it on letter paper. It is a letter, and I'm also folding it into the shape of an airplane. Little airplane. Called airmail. And even then, you can take this and decorate it with sigils of swiftness. Let's see here. I always like to use an arrow because arrows don't fly backward and they shoot forward at accelerated rates. So yeah, those are some arrows up in here for the sigils. All right, or the symbolism of it, or some chevrons, those things, those sharp turn signs you see on the road, that. And even adding the symbol here of Hermes, or the caduceus, the winged staff with the wings, which you see on every ambulance. Throw in some elemental symbols. You put that in there as well. Give it, it's like some wings, right? So it's a good part too. Put some wings in here. I'm not going to show you my crude drawing because my higher self knows what I'm doing, and be as artistic as you want, right? It really does help when you really put, some. I like put a little pizzazz and everything, and I like rituals. I've gotten to the empty hand gesture. We'll get to that later as well. But yeah, I like to put in a little pizzazz on my magic, my rituals, right? So you got this cool little paper airplane. Now, the first time I did this, I wrote my intention in there. And what I did was I took an empty decorative lantern that was really made for like tea light candles, right? Because a lantern is a beacon of light. And when you want to get someone's attention, you can shine a light on them. I put in there because the fire and the lantern symbolize a beacon. I wanted this person to look my way mentally, and then the instructions for them to contact me were in the letter for the airmail. What I did was, and I don't have a lantern right now to show you, but you don't need one, right? So, and then, but beyond the words, yes, inscribing sigils and on paper, put your energy into that paper and magifies it is what I say. You activate the magical properties, but also take it, your hand, you want to channel that energy from your chakras or from your inner source, from your spark into that paper. We're going to go over energy exercises, but if you are already well versed with channeling your own inner energy and putting it into something, or maybe you could charge it with, crystals, or sit in the sun to charge in the sun, or use smoke because smoke is an element of air to charge it with an instant smoke. Do that as well, but you want to charge it with some energy, with some intent. Even just the act of keeping your intent firm in your mind and putting that heat in the paper, because that heat is energy. The key is to put your intent into it, to keep your mind's eye focused on your intent. Right. So I did that, and even just so, even if you have bay leaves, bay leaves are great for petitions. Why not take this bay leaf? We're going to open it back up. And you can also I like to do this. I don't always write on bay leaves because I don't always have a marker, and it's annoying to write on a bay leaf with a ballpoint pen. So I don't always have that. But I'm just going to let me see if I get some, just a simple spiral. That looks like the Naruto leaf, village hidden in the leaf. But yeah, you do that, put your energy in there, your intent. You do that, get that in there, and then you're not going to burn it in here yet, because you want to take this bay leaf, the elements in this bay leaf, get it right there, add an element. Yeah, let that, use that magic in with that paper, right? Take that, you fold it back up, just a little fold, a piece of bay leaf dropped out. Get that in there, right? Fold it back up, airplane, you can hear that crumpling in there, let it get infused in there. Take this, right? Take this. And then not have one here with me, so I'm not going to do it. But you take this here and you set it aflame. So you take this here and you actually, actually, I might have something here, an old candle holder. Let's see. Okay. Cool. We're going to take this out. I'm not getting up because I'm shooting this video now, and it's going to be all in one go. I'm going to get better and more in depth into the video editing skills when it comes, but for now, we're going to do that. So you take this right here, and I have an old candle that I used. Take this, you are going to, yeah, you can crumple it, even in the shape of an airplane. You already did that. You put the shape in there for a reason, so it doesn't negate anything. Take this, you set it to flame. Please do be very safe. As a disclaimer, be very safe. If you are a child, don't do this without adult supervision. Use a fire safe container. All the good mumbo jumbo. I want everyone to be safe in this. Don't be reckless with what you're doing. All right. So we're going to take this and we are going to burn it Even while it's burning, you can focus on the flame. You can sit there, put your intention in there, put it in the fire safe container. Make sure you get it good to burn down into ash, which is very important. Even if you gotta help it, if you gotta keep relighting it, sometimes it's satisfying to see everything just go up in poof of flames. But listen, and that's great. When that happens, that usually means that the magic is there, the energy is volatile and vibrant, and that's where you want it. But see here, oh, good. Yeah, it's getting a little smoky, but we're going to continue to keep burning it until it gets all the way to ash. It's taking a while because I guess my hands were damp. Anyway, once you get it down to a good ashing, right, you then take those ashes outside. It's better if you have them on a windy day, if you can get them in the palm of your hand. I'm going to sit that down for now. I believe you guys gotten the point by now. Take it down to a very fine ash. Take that ash and you take it outside on a windy day, or maybe if you want to take it to a river. I call it airmail, so we're not boat mail, so we're going to go with the wind. Take it again, take the ash, repeat your intention of what you want or what you need to happen. You take that and let it go into the air. Blow the ash into the air. That's all you do. Blow the ash into the air, and then you sit back and wait and watch the magic happen. So I want everyone who watches this video to like, subscribe, try it. When I did it the first time, it literally worked. Let's see, it may not have been that day. I want to be truthful here. It could have. It was at most 2 days later. Um, gosh, it was at most 2 days later. But it was very quickly because I remember just being completely astounded and flabbergasted of the results of that little experiment I did. And that is a little quick spell you can whip up anywhere you are. Um, that being said, do not get arrested for arson. Please don't. Also, be safe. Do it in the confines of your own home, or a sacred or a private sacred space. And you can do that every day if you want. I would say sometimes I got to the point of I would do my daily bay leaf wishes, and I would burn them in a holder on my altar. And I would save the ashes until like a full moon or a new moon, and I would release it again into the air. Once I started really expanding upon this sort of spell. So yeah, but definitely like, subscribe, follow, share with your friends, and come in the comment section and share your results. Like, let me know. You don't have to tell me all your business, but let me know what happened and if it helps you. All right. As always, with love, peace, love, happiness. Allah, Ashe, Aki, Amun. Have a good day.